For fast, cheap and reliable individual Match Attax and now Adrenaline XL cards and discounted unopened products, check out tradingcardcollective.co.uk with the link down below. If you use the discounts on your screen, you will get 10% off cards. Hey guys, WB Trading Cards here and welcome back to another video. So today we do have a Match Attax 2016-17 Premier League video for the first time in quite a while, and I'm going to be doing something a bit different today. Something I think I did a couple of seasons ago, where basically we're going to be having a look at how accurate the Match Attax ratings were this season. So that's going to be based on the average of the best stats for each player from each team for the team. So for example, if we have a look at Bournemouth here, say Callum Wilson, his best stat is 79, so he would contribute 79 to Bournemouth's average. And yeah, then I've ranked all those teams based on those averages to give sort of a Match Attax Premier League prediction kind of thing. And we'll be comparing that to the actual league standings at the end of the 2016-17 season, because I think there's quite a lot of debate about how accurate Match Attax ratings are, so hopefully today we find out a bit more. Anyway, we will start at the bottom of the table with the relegation zone, and now the three lowest rated teams in Match Attax 16-17 were actually Burnley at the bottom, and then we had Hull in 19th and Sunderland in 18th. So that was Burnley with an average rating of 66.59, then Hull had 66.94 and Sunderland had 67.53. And I think Tops have actually done pretty well here, because two of those three teams did go down. Although none of them finished in the exact positions, Hull, who are the 19th team in Match Attax, actually finished 18th, and Sunderland, who are the 17th, actually finished 20th. As did pretty well with those two. Burnley, however, did actually manage to finish 16th, so Match Attax were 4 out there based on their rankings. But overall, the bottom three, pretty good start. So then we'll go from 17th to 12th. So in 17th, we had Swansea City with an average rating of 68. Then we had Middlesbrough with an average of 68.9. West Brom with an average of 69.4. Then Bournemouth had 70.2. And we did also have Crystal Palace, and they are in 13th position. They had 70.6. And finally, we do have Watford in 12th position with 70.7 as their average rating. So in this bunch, Swansea to start off with, Match Attax ranked them 17th. They actually finished 15th, so 2 out on that one, which again is not great, but it's not too bad either. Middlesbrough were a team that of course did go down. They actually finished 19th, and Match Attax had them as the 16th best rated team, so not too great there. We then had West Brom, which was a big one because West Brom actually outdid probably most predictions. They ended up finishing in 10th spot, and they were actually the 15th Match Attax team, so yeah, they outdid it by 5. Bournemouth as well, pretty much the same story. They also outdid their Match Attax position by 5 in their actual position. In Match Attax, they were ranked at 14th, but in reality, Bournemouth actually finished 9th, which is really good going, especially for a team that is still relatively new to the Premier League. We then got Crystal Palace. They were pretty close on this one. Crystal Palace actually finished 14th, whereas they were 13th in Match Attax predictions. And then Watford finally, this was another quite big one. They were 5 out because Watford are the 12th highest rated Match Attax team. However, they finished just outside the relegation zone in 17th. So then we'll go up to 7th position. So in 11th to start off with, we do have Stoke, and they had an average rating of 73.4. We've then got Southampton. Stoke and Southampton were actually equal on their average rating. Southampton ever so slightly higher, but they also had 73.4. Then we had West Ham with 74, and Everton with 75.6, and finally Liverpool with 75.9 as their average rating. With these ones, we did have Stoke. They were 2 positions out, so again, that's probably the most common place that they are. But yeah, Stoke in Match Attax, obviously 11th, but in reality they finished down in 13th. We then had Southampton, who were actually 2 places above where Match Attax ranked them, and yeah, they finished in 8th compared to 10th in the Match Attax rankings. Then we had West Ham, which was also 2 positions out, so yeah, you can see that one is very common. But yeah, West Ham finished 2 positions below. And then we had Everton. They finished 1 place above what they predicted. They actually finished in 7th, whereas Match Attax ranked them in 8th. And then Liverpool in 7th. They actually outdid that really well and finished in 4th position, so 3 above. And that does take us onto the top 6. Starting off with Leicester City. Now, they had an average rating better than Liverpool's, which is unsurprising given they were the champions last season, and that's really what Match Attax have to base it on. But Leicester did have an average rating of 76.6, which puts them in 6th position. However, they actually finished down in 12th, which was quite a shock. I don't think people expected them to go down that far. So that was actually the one that was most out in terms of the difference between their Match Attax ranking and their actual league position, because that was 6 places out. But then at 5th, we do have Chelsea. Now, Chelsea had an average rating of 79.2. Obviously, a lot of their players took massive hits after the 2015-16 season where Chelsea flopped so badly. But yeah, they were the 5th highest rated Match Attax team, and of course actually did win the Premier League, so a bit off there to say the least. We then have Tottenham in 4th position. This one was quite close, because Tottenham had an average rating of 79.8, putting them in 4th, and they actually finished 2nd, which again was overcoming most predictions. We've then got Arsenal in 3rd, so now these top 3 obviously didn't finish in the actual top 3. So we've got Arsenal to start off with 80.2 as their average stat. They finished outside of the top 4, of course, in 5th place for the first time in a very long time. And then we've got Manchester United in 2nd place, 80.4. They were also another one that was quite far out. 4 places out, they actually finished in 6th. However, they did have the consolation of winning the Europa League, which is a bit more than a consolation, but yeah, they finished 4 places below what Match Attax said. And then the highest rated team in Match Attax 2016-17 on average was actually Manchester City. And of course, in Pep Guardiola's debut season, they actually only managed to finish down in 3rd. So yeah, 2 places below what Match Attax said. But that does actually mean that they didn't get a single team spot on in that they were ranked the same in Match Attax and then the actual Premier League. So that's not too great. However, most of the teams were sort of 2 or 3, well, 1 to 3 positions out. So I think overall, Match Attax, the average ratings do give a pretty good indication of sort of the quality of the teams in the Premier League. And yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here for more Match Attax content. And of course, I'll see you next time.